All right, so we have Evan versus Spin.
Welcome back, everyone. Uh, this is week 5. Technically not week 5, but this is the last division that plays for week 5, which is Division 5 in week 5. Let me stop. But yeah, we will. This will be a 1v1s because we are missing one player, so only 3 players will be playing in this division. So because of that, we'll have this will have 2 players moving up, and then one of the players that are playing will stay. We will be having 2 commentators. We'll be having Kaiju Jones and Turtle Man.
Hello.
So let's start heading down to the field.
Andrew, what are your predictions for today? Who's going to promote?
Well, my bets were on Zachary, and he didn't show up. So we'll see. I haven't seen many of these players play, so I'll have to watch and take notes as the time goes on.
I feel like Zachary, yeah, was definitely our favorite coming into today, but I feel like Evan's not too bad, you know. When in threes and twos he can put up 85 to sometimes up to 90 contrib. Very solid player. I think he's a little bit underrated. Kind of surprised to see him Div 5 here so late.
Well, in the first match, we'll see who will win, Evan or Spin, as players are starting to go off the line in auto. Both players scoring their first pieces.
Evan looks to be
Looks like Evan is
struggling, but
lagging a little bit, but he gets it up there.
yeah, it does look like
Spin
Evan.
going for a second. Barely doesn't get it up in time, but still gets it up for the 5 points instead of the 7.
Oh, it looks like Evan
Uh-oh.
has disappeared from your match, and Spin's gonna try to take advantage, doing quick L4 cycles. Pretty impressive here by Spin. Evan is having connectivity issues.
Could also be trying to figure out his controls maybe because he was having a bit of trouble earlier, but now looking much more confident. So he might have fixed some controls. He isn't down by that much, only by 10. So we'll see if he can bring this back by the end of this match. Him missing that L4 there will not help, sadly.
It does look like he might be cycling a little bit faster. Maybe not actually. Spin's being pretty consistent. 10-second cycle L4s might be hard for Evan to catch that pace and more as he trails by 20 here. Looks like Spin's gonna start to de-algify, maybe start to do those front L3s, prioritizing those closer pegs instead of those higher scoring pegs. Not quite sure what Evan's doing. Looks like he might be struggling a little bit more. Going
Ooh,
to
Evan
start.
with a little bit of switch up of the strategy there, going for processor, trying to make those points back.
He is on the Blue Alliance, which does have a little bit increased odds of bouncing out, and hopefully he wants to play that game. Fan, it looks like accidentally picks up a processor, trying to let it go, but instead intakes. There we go. He lets it out, and Evan is quickly making his gap a lot smaller as he's getting those bounce outs.
He goes back to Coral with less than 10 seconds left in the match. Spin is going to climb. Evan is going now too, but there's only 2 seconds left. Can either of them get it? Looks
Spin gets
like
up.
Spin does, but Evan does not.
Spin
The
gets
final
up
score
at
of
the
94 to
buzzer.
64.
Pretty impressive game there by Spin. Extreme lag. Yeah, maybe for spectators is not a play, but unfortunately Evan does have some lag issues. Maybe 30 points would be able to. Oh, that also might be an issue. Maybe he could have brought up the 30 points, but
Oh,
the lag. Not his. It's so bad. Yeah, neither player is quite able to fill out that L4 level. I'm getting a few L3s and Evan prioritizing more algae game. Maybe some 3-2-1 gameplay by him.
Oh,
And
why did it start?
here we go for our second match, I guess. Both players looking a lot more confident now. Both players getting about 8-second per cycle. Looking to get a second. It looks like Evan might get it.
Oh, Evan was just
Ooh.
a little bit too far forward. Could have
Falls
gotten
down
that
onto
two
the
piece.
L1.
He technically did, but not as much points as he was hoping coming out of auto. But he does have the lead, 23-15.
And he
Spin
looks
trying to
to
answer
show
back
that,
real quick.
looking to show off some impressive cycling as Evan is just trying to catch up, trying to keep his crown as he won the previous game. It looks like Evan's quickly dealgifying some of the front faces and going back up to L4, and Spin has quickly caught up and now is a back and forth game.
Spin has taken the lead, but Evan looks like he's going to take advantage of the bounce outs of Blue yet again in this match, which did bring him back quite a bit the last match. So he's hoping that that will allow him to keep his lead. And Spin
Bunch
standing
of
still there and getting a
oh,
foul passing through the blue cages does help Evan's winning chances here.
unfortunately, it looks like that RSL is solid for your Red Alliance, and they have disconnected from your match. And
The tragedy.
the same issues that plagued in or Evan in match one looks to plague in match two, and Evan is not showing any remorse, trying to put up a highest score we have seen today. Currently looking at 90 points.
Just 4 less than the match, and he still has 30 seconds left.
He has now broken your event highest score so far today, and he looks to process some more so he can inflate that number a little bit more.
He does get that bounce out. Barely doesn't get a second one though. 10 seconds left. Let's see if he goes for the climb. Looks like he will be deploying that climber a little early. And Spin is still not back yet. Can he get the 124? Barely gets it in time. 68 to 124 is your final score.
Impressive match from Evan there. Definitely a big turnaround. What you expect to see from Evan. Not a terrible Rust Hounds player at all, and he can also play some chill up. So I wonder if we'll see him play that at all today. And is also a very competent player in his own right. Obviously, being way back when in our first Reefscape event, he was what the A2 captain and a finalist with Labib, who will also be playing today, and Liam.
Looks
We
like
have.
Spin is back.
Let's see if he can revenge a little bit. Looks like he seems to be moving all right. He algaifying that one last algae on his reef.
I'm understanding this correctly. In the 1v1 format, they each have 3 matches against each other. So it's basically a best of 3 every time. And so now it's tied 1-1, Evan and Spin. So we will see after this match who will come away with the little victory here in just a few seconds. As the clock starts ticking, Evan and Spin are now moving off the line. Evan gets his first one up really quick, but Spin misses his. Although Evan is having some trouble at the station with only 1 second left. Spin gets his first one up. Evan is not able to complete this 2-piece, but he is still with the 5-point advantage because of his auto. Looks like he's
Players,
going to try and make that gap even bigger as time goes on. as he does seem to be a little bit quicker than Spin when he has no lag.
Players did look to be a little bit even in auto, with Evan missing one piece, or Spin missing one piece, but because of that one miss from Spin, Evan was almost at two, and Spin had just got his first off, and that shows the little bit of a lead we have here as Evan misses a piece and Spin looks to take advantage, put it in a 2-point game, and Blue has your big advantage if they want to play the processor game, as Evan has taken advantage of. Let's see if he tries to do it again.
Evan having a little bit of trouble over there with scoring the coral, but Spin consistent as always, just getting up as many as he can, making sure that those L4s get on and stay on. Evan looking for just pure raw speed, which seems to be going his favor, but tides can turn as we have seen in the past. It's
Very
like
close
Evan is
match
just
here.
one away from filling his L4 side, but opts to go do some algae now. Looks like he's trying to dealgify there.
Looks to be struggling.
Does
Spin
finally
is
get it.
prioritizing those closer pegs over those higher scoring pegs. Did win
Evan
his first match.
with the risky play there. I don't know if you saw that, but barely missing the foul. Evan looked like he was maybe going for a double cycle there, but didn't end up intaking that second piece. 73 to 66 going into endgame. Advantage Blue now spamming a bunch of algae into that processor.
This match is going to come down to climbs. Who will get it? Oh, unlucky bounce out. But Evans climbing
5
late. Spin
seconds
has a
left.
little bit more time.
There
This is going
could
to come
be
down.
a win here for Red if they get the climb last minute. They
Oh,
do,
oh,
but Blue
oh.
does as well.
Wow.
This gives
What
Evan the 8-point lead here.
Evan increasing his contract from the last match, going from 90 to 91, putting up a decent fight at 83. Unfortunately, those bounce outs and that last second climb was too much for Spin to overcome.
Yeah, yeah. Very, very close matches, though. I do agree. This third one definitely much closer, as both players were, present for the whole match.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't know if we can even really say a decisive on who is better. Like both players seem to be a little bit even. Evan putting up an impressive 124 without Spin, and a very close match when they were both together. But now Spin and Labib, if I am not mistaken, these were your finalists from the first Reefscape Open event in XRC. So currently, we have Evan in first and Spin in second, and of course, Labib has not played a match yet. Uh, Spin just looking to guarantee his promotion. If he wins three, he will guarantee. I do believe that he will promote as he took one away from Evan.
Oh,
Let's see if he can do that as we start.
yes, we are starting match number 4 here on the Division 5 field. Spin still in red, Labib on blue this time instead of Evan. Looks like both players get their first piece up, both of them going for a second now. Spin lining up, Labib lining up, Spin getting his, Labib barely
Oh,
missing. Very, very tragic there. Gonna set him behind a cycle. Looks like Spin
Spin,
is having a little bit of trouble allowing Labib to catch up
Spin looks to
by
be
a little bit.
improving as the day goes on, though. But Labib is not trying to go away. He's trying to improve on his already somewhat impressive 83 contrib we saw in the last match. And Labib is right there hanging with them, maybe trying to stay in reach as Blue does have the processor advantage if they do choose to use it.
Looks like only 7-point gap here. Both players doing really good on making their cycles consistent. And it looks like, yeah, Labib might be going for that algae strategy as he is descoring off the reef there.
Looks like he misses that 1L4 arm not quite in the right position and it just hits off before he is able to score it. Labib and Spin are pretty consistent. The famous saying, fast is smooth and smooth is slow or something along
No,
those.
it's slow is smooth and smooth is
There you
fast.
go. There you go. He's
I
got
have
it.
that to heart because that is the way you should play.
And unfortunately, Labib has his algae intake out and he doesn't quite. Oh, he gets it in finally. But that lead might be a little bit too big to succumb now. I don't know if I like this algae play. If I were him, I might try to switch up to, or this coral play rather. I might want to switch up to algae. But he does seem to be coming back slowly but surely, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
As we hit endgame, there's a 19-point lead for Spin on the Red Alliance there. Looks like Labib is finally getting some algae in his intake, looking to process that. Although it might be too little too late, as both players are going to climb with the 20-point lead for Red. So we will see if anything happens in these last few seconds. Both players, I think, got their climbs.
Both
Yes,
players
they did, but Red takes the win here for the first of 3 matches.
Spin improving
Let's
yet
see how
again to 93 net score. Labib not doing a bad performance himself at 71. Unfortunately, the little things are gonna what's gonna cost him here. Impressive showing by Spin. Hopefully, he will be able to crack triple digits for the first time today.
Spin just did. He got 101.
Oh, net score, I mean.
You mean Contrib?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Yeah, he got pretty close. He only needed 7 more points there. Just one more piece in auto. He's looking for it. He gets it. Both players with the 2-piece this match.
I
Labib
think
coming out a little bit faster, but miss intakes at the station, which gives Spin a little bit of an advantage there. But both players do have the 2-piece, which means scores will be going from one person up to tie over and over again throughout this match as long as they keep the same pace. But Spin there messing up a little bit, dropping one from L4 down to L1, which does give Labib the advantage here.
Labib looks to
Looks
be
like
struggling
he's
with those lollipops as he did earlier, and Spin's gonna hit advantage. And going to our auto, this is an impressive auto. I believe the first 4-piece we've seen today from total perspective.
I think so. There might have been one, the third match, Spin and Evan, that might have been a 4-piece. Whoa!
Whoa,
Algae
that
going
algae goes
launching on the blue side of the
right.
field.
Very technical strategy by Labib. I wonder if we're gonna see anyone do a net play, as we did see in the practice. Evan doing
Yes,
that, I do believe, with
he
the
did
Rusty
do some net.
Grenade.
He did. So I'm very curious to see if anyone will employ that strategy or just spam processor,
As
as
we
we see Labib doing currently.
and
10
Labib is
point gap.
maybe he realizes the pretty big bug that is in SRC physics, as Blue gets a decently increased odds of bounce outs, and unfortunately, it looks like Finn's passing one right to him. And this is a close match.
Labib going for more of an algae heavy cycling here to try and get back this 15-point deficit. Labib barely not getting a foul there. Very good driving skills by him. He puts up another one into proc. It looks like he got a bounce out. He's just going to keep scoring that algae
Nice
until he
close
has to go
out.
climb, which is
Oh,
now.
Endgame. Well, unfortunately, I do not believe swing to tie is at the game, even if Labib does get up. But Finn improving yet again, contrib wise 295. Labib also improving, but not quite enough to overpass this mighty impressive spin machine.
Yeah, so far we've been seeing very consistent play from Spin besides that second match where he got disconnected.
Yeah, let's
Alrighty,
just let me
so
stream the gameplay.
our last match of the 1v1, we see Labib ahead quite a bit in auto. It's the two just barely spin jet. Oh! Hey,
Both
just
get the 2
barely
barely though. Very barely.
and it looks like they're neck and neck here early. Pretty impressive gameplay. Honestly, I pretty consistent from these D5 performers trying to somehow get their way up into D4 so they can have a chance at your ladder playoff. It looks like Spin is trailing here. Beeb is struggling with lollipops as he has done all day, but maybe not too much actually. And this match is super close, and it looks like Labib is now going to do some algae.
And that will temporarily put him in the lead as long as he gets some bounce outs. Put this within 1 point right now. Having a little
Not bounce out.
trouble putting that in the processor, but he gets it eventually.
Timeout.
55 to 55, but with that algae scored and the L4 scored as well, 64 to 55. The B putting up one L4 to try and even out the scores here. Is still down by 8, but he's got some more algae tricks up his sleeve for later in the match
It's
to try
looking
and
very
get this Blue
impressive.
Alliance win.
Already at 60. Labib is also looking, both players looking the best they have all day. We might see a new match total highest score as it currently is 77 to 86 as that bounced out will make it a little bit closer for Labib.
Yeah, this bounce outs that we've been waiting for for this match have started to happen. Although Labib going for more coral instead of taking advantage of the fact that he is getting bounce outs. Looks like he will go for one more algae before the end of this match, though, which freaks out a little bit because physics are fun. And he does get it in before going for the climb, which will have 5 seconds. Spin, only 3 seconds left going back for the climb. Can he get
No,
it? This might be a tie.
oh,
It's a
God,
tie. Labib pulls off the last second tie to not go 0-3 in this series against Spin.
that
Very good
does,
gameplay by him. Very
wow,
good.
Labib alive, although I do believe that clinches Spin D4 as he would win a tiebreaker with Labib. So we will be seeing Spin in D4 next week. And now we are looking at our last matches, and Evan needs one in order to promote to D4 to keep his ladder playoff chances alive. And Labib needs to win out in order to come back into this fight.
This is going to be very, very tough series for Labib. He does have the algae advantage here. Um, so he will hopefully be able to win out on Evan doing a lot of algae, but Evan has put up 124, which is the high scoring uh, points of this matchup so far in D5. So we will see what happens here. Okay, here we go. Last 3 matches of the night here. Labib versus Evan. As we
Evan
start
just needs.
off, Evan and Labib going up to place their
Oh,
first L4s. Both of them get it pretty much in sync there.
it looks
Evan
like
miss
Evan is on
intaking though.
right, and I don't know if we've seen someone play right yet today. And Labib's gonna get that too. His signature is
Evan only getting the
probably,
1.
probably
I
the
think
most
playing
consistent
on right
auto.
has messed him up a little bit,
Yeah,
but he's
probably the most
taken
consistent auto we've seen from Labib. Like consistent too, and yeah, Evan is trying to catch up now.
Labib pushing over the lollipops like he usually does, putting them towards the processor. Looks like Evan is de-algifying. He might go for some processor as well. We'll see if that leads to anything in this matchup. Looks like
This
Labib
match,
starting that algae processing early this match, trying to get his lead to be even more monumental.
Labib knows what he needs. He needs to win out. That tie was crucial as it kept him in the running. Actually, I believe he could. Oh no, is he stuck? Oh, that is unfortunate.
Oh
Physics,
no.
very
Evan, with
unfortunate.
those fast L4s, he scored like 5 of them in 20 seconds or something crazy like that, which is the fastest we've seen anyone in this division do. So
And
that really brought him back into this match,
yeah,
even
and
with a
that
2-point
weakness from
lead.
Labib. was also very costly.
That is true. That is true. But there's a minute left in this match. This could go either way, and Evan is now missing L4s. He's missed that one 3 times. He's got to just take his time, make sure he gets it here, which he does, which allows him to be in this match still. 75 to 76 here.
This
Evan
match,
de-algifying, getting a little bit stuck on the reef, but he does get unstuck. Looks like he's going to do algae, just like Labib is on blue, but he's on red, so we'll see how this goes for him. Labib not getting lucky with the bounce outs quite yet. This one could be good, though. As
this
it
match
goes
is
in, we'll watch that arc. It stays. That is very, very bad for Blue Alliance here. And Reds bounces out. 111 to 106, and Evan is still going. He's going for another one instead of climb. This could lose him the game. 3 seconds left, but
Evan
he
will
has
not
the right
climb.
cage. He could climb.
Oh,
He
oh,
doesn't get it, but Labib does not have the points to win the game. 3-point win for Evan here. Very, very close.
wow, Labib having a higher contrib, but that reset cost him the game. And unfortunately, I do believe that will lock it into lock your D4 and if oh yeah, I do believe that will unfortunately lock in Evan and Spin promoting. But Labib will try his best to get a few wins on the board. Honestly, a very performance by Labib. Unfortunately, can't win every match.
Ooh, Evan dropping his preload there. Labib trying to get his 2-piece like he usually does. And he gets it, which puts him with the 7-point lead coming out of auto. But we know that Evan's fast L4 scoring, when he gets in that rhythm, can bring him back into any match. So we will see how this goes.
Very impressive cycling here by Labib, trying to show some prowess here. And it looks like he gets his piece up. Evan looks to be doing his quick signature cycles of your L4 peg, something no other D5 player has seemingly been able to do today.
And Evan noticing that algae strategy worked out really well for him last time, going for it yet again, knocking off all the algae that he can. Labib starting his algae at 120 left on the clock. Evan still going for the L4s. This is the point that Evan regained the lead in the match, so we'll see if that happens again. Labib
Ooh,
barely not getting a foul, but does pass one algae over to Evan. And now
and
Evan
has
is back in this game and even about to be up
oh no,
58 to
Labib has
54.
it. He
Labib's
oh
station is jammed a little bit there with how much coral is on the ground.
his algae intake was out, which prevented him from getting a coral and jammed his station up pretty good. And now he's gonna need to really show off his skills, which he honestly is cycling pretty fast. I think the fastest we ooh, it might have changed him a little bit. This match is still within endgame distance though.
It very much is. Speaking of endgame, we are almost there, and scores are almost tied here, especially with the algae scoring that Labib is doing right here last second. This could get him back in this match for endgame. He does get a bounce out with 3 in the processor, or the net rather, which is very, very lucky for this Blue Alliance.
It stays
Evan
in.
going back for a climb. Labib doing the same, but with 2 seconds left.
Oh,
What will happen here? Labib's
unfortunately,
climb does not count.
and a
Very,
last
very sad.
red. And Evan has broken your match high score again, putting up an impressive 126 points. But Labib cracking 100 for, I believe, his first. No, I am incorrect. He put up 122 last match and 105 the match before.
So he's consistently putting up over 100 now, which is very good to see the development over the matches here. But this does put Evan in your first ranked spot. All he has to do is play this last match, and he will be going into Div 4 as your top ranking seed from Div 5, with Spin not far behind.
Obviously, we've
Um,
seen some very good players come out of D5, notably Lipsify, who is currently in Division 1, and he will be playing later tonight.
yes, he will. Labib and Evan putting up their coral there, right in auto. Evan struggling a little bit with the intake, trying to get his two-piece, barely missing it though, giving Labib the advantage out of auto with his consistent two-piece. I don't think he's missed that in like the last 4 or 5 matches, which is
I
crazy. That's really consistent.
has Labib hit his 2Ps every match?
I don't know, but oh, Evan with the reset there.
Not exactly sure
I
what he
didn't see
got.
what happened, but I think he got stuck on the reef or something like that.
That's gonna put Labib up big, and Labib is not gonna. Labib wants a win here today.
He wants to take at least one from Evan here, force the tie out of spin earlier, wants the win this time in the third match of the series to not go 0-3. Evan accidentally giving one over
Oh,
to Blue, but takes the foul anyway. Not sure
this
what the
man!
thought process is there.
Oh, we see another
As
foul. Oh, we.
oh
Oh, it's
no, what is happening in this match? Oh my gosh, Evan getting 2 fouls, Labib getting 2 fouls,
it's
and a
not
reset. This
doing.
is this is insane. This is insanity.
I think we are going to see a new match high score. As
We
with a
just
minute
might.
left, we see almost 90 points from Blue.
We do see 90 points. As more algae goes into the barge, never mind.
Oh,
Evan
is
gets
that
a bounce out with 2 in the barge there. That is insanely lucky. There is still a 20-point gap, though. That is going to be very hard for Evan to make up.
Nearly launched it out of the field. Actually, he does launch it out of the field, and it comes
But
back into the field it'll play.
GD with the clutch update. We can't just lose algae anymore, or it's very hard to now.
You really
We
do
are
have to.
approaching end game here. 110 to 83. Labib putting up even more into that processor. Maybe trying to go for that high score. Gets a bounce out right
That's
away with
how
only 3.
Habib looks to have
116.
confirmed the
Looking for
win.
the 121 and
That's
the
more.
climb. This could be the high score. 123. If he gets the climb here, he could have the high
Oh,
score as the last
take it
match. He
up.
gets it. He runs away with the high score of D5
133.
and taking Evan down.
Even with all those fouls, he contributed 89, which is very impressive. Unfortunately, only getting one win today, which means he will stay in Division 5. But very impressive showing. I truly believe by Labib
I
getting
agree.
better as he goes, and this does not seem like your average D5 player, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think all these players are very, very good.
All these players would be one you would love on your alliance. Evan putting up 6-7 contrib.
Huge, huge.
Labib actually nearly getting the most points out of anyone today, putting up 632 total points to Evan's 647, outpacing Spin by about 50, oh, almost 60. But unfortunately, it is not enough as he goes 1 and 1.5, 4.5. Spin will be your lower ranking promotion at 3.5 and 2.5, and Evan with your 4 and 2, losing one to both players, but taking both series, will have him being promoted to your D4.
Okie dokie, folks. Well, that's all we have for you from D5 for today, but this is not all XRC for tonight. In 12 minutes, we have Division 1 playing on the Div 1 field. This is for the top 4 captains of playoffs. So whoever ranks top 4, yes. Someone said my name and now they've shut up. What?
Playoff has not been confirmed.
But yes,
And,
got. But yeah, this is
That
this is
playoff's not happening?
no, no, no. Okay, but yeah, yeah.
Okay, everyone's
This
talking
is
now.
Oh my.
This is the last. This is the last. Okay, Division 5 was the last for week 5. So thank you guys
So
for
we
following along with week 5. Now we're going to be moving on to week 6, starting off with Division 1. Official rules for playoffs has yet to be released, but will be released this weekend before week 6 finishes. So stay tuned to that. But like Kaiju said, in 10 minutes, we will start the stream for Division 1. And thank you for Turtleman and Kaiju for co-commentating today. And that is it. See y'all in a bit.